Alright, so let's talk about Phineas and Ferb, Candace against the universe. So first off, I did review all the seasons of Phineas and Ferb across the second dimension. I also reviewed both seasons of Milo Murphy's Law. And yeah, let's talk about this movie that I did not like at all. Like, I did not like this movie. Here's my problem with this movie. Uh, let's go over the good stuff. I'm sorry I'm late to this review, by the way. I was going to have this out Friday. You know me. I try to have Disney Plus reviews out Friday. But I had some complications behind the scenes. But, yeah, I hated this movie in a lot of areas, but I liked it in a lot of areas. First off, the comedy. The comedy here was excellent. I constantly laughed out loud throughout the entire thing. It just got really funny. There were some great visual gags, some great dialogue gags, hilarious dialogue never mind, I can't say the word exchanges. I still can't say it. Exchanges that were great, and I enjoyed those. And the animation here was a pretty awesome upgrade from the show, and I really enjoyed that. But here's my problem with this movie. It's forced, it's unnecessary, and the characters within the story don't need to be here. Now, there's going to be mild spoilers throughout this review, but I'm not going to get into major spoilers towards the end, so if you don't care about mild spoilers, stick around. If you do care about that, get out of here, and I'll warn you when I go into major spoilers. The writing here is horrible, because so the movie starts off with the song, with Candace, and she talks about how she's not gonna bust her brothers. That song reminds me of Frozen 2, okay? Frozen 2 has that song that everybody loves, Into the Unknown. That song is horrible, because what does that song serve in the story? It's a character singing about the thing that they're not going to do for them to instead, next scene, decide they're going to do it. So you don't put songs like this in movies, because it's useless. Cut it out. Nothing changes. Nothing. She goes and busts her brothers. She gets upset, and now she's upset. And Vanessa, I hate her role in this movie. I was excited for her to show up in the movie because those characters didn't interact much. But Vanessa stops her little scooter thing and sees Candace is upset and says, "Look, do you ever think you busted your brother's obsession? It comes from some emotional issue that you have or whatever," she says. And it's like the most forced thing. Why would Vanessa say this? Doesn't make sense. I don't understand it. It was very bad. And there's so many coincidences in this movie. It's really irritating. I don't understand why she's in this movie. Her and Dr. Doofenshmirtz have no reason to be in this movie. They're absolutely useless. They actually cause more conflicts than they actually help. And the only reason they're here, same thing with Perry, is because they're in the original show. And cool, they're in the original show. But if you can't find a way to put them in this movie naturally, then don't put them here. And then the twist at the end of this movie is absolute garbage, so spoiler alert. If you don't want spoilers, click off now. Candace is on this alien queen's planet, and she reveals that the reason that she has this plan and that can mind control her subjects, Candace reveals to her that the entire human race has carbon dioxide, which is the reason why she wanted her. So how the hell does she know that Candace produces carbon dioxide, but she doesn't know the entire human race also does the same exact thing? It's so convoluted. And I get what the point of this movie was. It was to develop Candace's relationship with her brothers. But honestly, there are better episodes that do this. How about the episode where they go around the world in a few days? Yeah, that episode, great, develops the relationship perfectly. There is no reason to watch this movie. It adds nothing to the show. It's not even one of the best episodes of the show. The music here is very forgettable and very which is not something I would say coming from a Phineas and Ferb movie. I was very disappointed by this movie. I hate this movie. And I honestly Honestly, even though I laughed a lot through this movie, a few laughs does not make a good movie. It just doesn't.